This is Rob Tebbutt for Behind the Gloves. I'm here at Miguel's gym in Brixton with the King of South London, Dillian the Body Snatcher Whyte. How you doing, Dill?
Man, you good?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. Come down to the gym today, seen you in action, getting some sparring in.
Yeah, moving around with these guys, when these light, quick guys, and trying to quicken up my technique and my speed and stuff, you know. Some good guys coming through, you know, so it's good.
Yeah, how's it different sparring a guy like, I mean, I know you've been sparring Richard Riakporhe, so like these nippy cruiserweight guys. I mean, how's that different? How's that benefit you as a heavyweight?
You know, working speed, something different, you know, different, you see different style, different speed, you know, and then I can't really try and hurt them, so I got to try and hit them with quick stuff instead of hard stuff, so, you know, but I'm used to sparring Isaac Chamberlain and Richard and guys like that. It was really quick, so I'm kind of used to it, but I have to readjust from the heavyweights to the cruiserweights to the light heavyweights, so it's like a whole different world. You know? I mean, you go from somebody who's 20% quicker to somebody who's 30% quicker than a normal heavyweight, you know?
But you look like you're developing a lot as a fighter. I mean, you've now been with Tibbs. How long have you been with Tibbs for?
Coming up to a year now.
Coming up to a year. I mean, yeah. For me, looking at you, you look a lot more improved. You seem to be adapting your style to more, you know, that more pro style of slipping shots and things like that. I mean, is that something you'd agree with?
Yeah, you know, we worked a lot, you know, I mean, I also gone back to my old style as well. You know, obviously, you know, I've been through a patch years in between a new trainer and he was trying to teach me something. I never had enough time to learn it. And I was playing second fiddle to the likes of Wilder-Ortiz and stuff like that. So I never had enough time. Obviously, now me and Mark, we have time to work, you know what I mean? And, you know, I'm working with Mark and obviously my mate that I was training today, Leon, you know, we're working and stuff. You know, me and Mark's working a lot of things we're gelling a lot of things together, and Mark's figuring out my style more and understanding my style more, so what he's teaching me is adapting it to my style, so and we're working, man. Every day we're training, we're laughing and enjoying the training, and we feel good after. We never have a training session where we think, oh shit, that was terrible. The Mark always leave the gym and call me saying, oh mate, I got fucking hard on son. You're looking good today.
Yeah, Mark's got that vocabulary, hasn't he?
He's a crazy guy.
Yeah, he treated people to it at the Chisora press conference infamously, so yeah, I can imagine.
Listen, Mark's a passionate man, he's passionate about what he does, and he's got a love and respect for each other, you know, so it's a good team. And that's what it's about. A good trainer, somebody who can get with you and gel with you and teach you and stuff like that. You know?
Last time we saw you out was in America. You made your highly anticipated American debut, stopping Malcolm Tan. How was that for you, Dillian? I mean, because it was quite a period of inactivity. I mean, you hadn't been out for a while, so what was it like to get back in the ring?
It was good, good fight, you know, get out, do my thing, good experience, get out to America, see what it's like, you know. It's completely different. I went from being main event in London at 11 o'clock at night to fighting at 5:30 in the afternoon in front of 2,000 people from 30,000. So it's a good experience, something new. You know, I went out there, didn't make that bother me. I went out there, smashed Malcolm Tan to bits, and he's kind of opponent that you need to do that to.
I'm going to jump straight into it. Is there any fights in America that you fancy coming up?
The entire world is a fight in America, you know, Miller, all of those guys. I want all of those fights. I want to fight all these guys, but it's not up to me. You know, it's up to the Earnisma promoter. I just train and fight. I've never said no to any fight before my whole career, and nothing haven't changed it. I'm ready to fight. All that he's got to do is just get the fights, get the terms right, and come and speak to me about the figures, because I know what my value is, and I know what I bring and what kind of entertainment I bring to the fights and to the ring. So, you know, that's all that stops these fights from me.
Wilder-Ortiz got himself into trouble last week. I mean, what are your thoughts on that?
I don't know, man. The man is 60 years old. You know, of course he's gonna feel he needs a bit of help and a bit of aid in his training. You know, so good luck to him. You know, what can I say? I don't know why. I don't know why he's I don't know, man. I don't know. You know, good luck to him, and I don't wish bad on anyone, but you
just hope his blood pressure medication works out for him and his blood pressure comes down nicely.
You know, you don't want him have an heart attack or something. You know, hopefully it works out for him. And that's you know, I don't know his circumstance or his situation, so I can't comment. You know, I can't comment.
Behind the Gloves recently ran a poll of the top available contenders in the WBC rankings. I don't know if you saw it, I'm sure you did. You were at 91%, Dillian, not 98. You only got 91% of the votes.
I think you need to get in there and vote the next 8%. You know, I think you need to get on your phone and just keep clicking vote me fresh, vote me fresh.
How many of those 91% were from you, Dill?
Probably about 90.
Now, is the Deontay Wilder fight realistic? Because a lot of people are talking about that fight.
Remains Tebbutt again. Wilder just wants easy fights. Tebbutt's like one fight in 2 years.
Yeah, Derek Rossi and...
Yeah, Tebbutt's, I mean, Wilder's a shit house. How can you not defend against a managing challenger in over 2 years? What champion in the history of boxing haven't defended against a manager in 2 years? It's impossible. It's impossible. The WBC must love him. Look, they stripped Tyson Fury after 3 months of defending. You know, I know can they let Wilder go 2 years without defending, you know? They was about to strip AJ because he didn't want to eat, because he had a face to pull it for Ortiz. But why are they not stripping Wilder? It's terrible. Terrible.
Do you have any
idea?
There's
no consistency in boxing. That's the problem. There's no consistency in boxing. It's all favoritism and who's the man at the moment. That's all it is in boxing. It's been like that forever and it will always be like that. There's no clarity and no consistency in the sports, unfortunately. But that's how I was trying to do my thing, make my money, achieve what I set out to achieve, and just run off into the night and leave it whenever they're enough. That's it. Two fights Tebbutt. It's an easier fight. He's beaten already. Tebbutt's been active. You know, Tebbutt's at a certain age. You know, Tebbutt's not willing to take risks. You know, as you can see in the last fight with this boxing, Tebbutt wasn't willing to take risks. I just training, and working and stuff. I'm meant to be fighting October 28. You know, if we don't start an opponent this week, then it's less likely I'm going to be fighting. No top guys ain't gonna. We've been trying for months. I said yes to every single one Eddie suggests. I don't know whether it's a money problem or they don't want it or what, I don't know. Like I say, I don't fight, I don't promote, I just fight. Eddie said to me, you can fight this guy, that guy, we want the world title fight, we want this fight. I said, alright, whatever. Anyone that want it can have it, you know, like I'm the Jamaican can man. If you want
just
it, you
about
can
to
have
say.
it. You know?
I mean, you said you're only a fighter and not a promoter. I think you might make quite a decent promoter one day, Dillian. Yeah, Body Snatcher Promotions, that might be alright.
Never know.
You never know.
Man,
funny old game, isn't it?
You never know, you know, you never know. I'm sure I'll look after my fighters, you know, make sure they, you know, their career is moving. But sometimes, you know what, if people don't want to fight, you give them a bit more money. If they want 100 grand, you say, okay, here's 150. Guys, it's a job for us. If I say to you, I'll give you triple the amount you're getting paid in a week to come into work on Saturday, you're going to come in. You're not going to go, oh, I'm not going to turn down triple pay, I'm going to go in. And that's why they do it on bank holidays and the weekend. It's the same thing, it's the same mindset. If I come here and say I want 100 grand, you say, alright, we want this fight, it's a good fight. Here's 110 grand, sign the fight today, let's leave it there. You're thinking, oh, I've got extra 10 grand, I can buy my kids something, I buy my wife a nice present, I'll buy my mum whatever you have in your life, and get the fight secured, and it's done.
Last week, well, I don't know, let's say your old mate Tony Bellew, it's not quite your mate, was signed for the rematch with Wilder-Haye. Now the last time I spoke to you was pretty much in the immediate aftermath of their first fight. What do you think of the rematch being signed? Did you see it going the same way? Is it different?
I think it's still a 50-50 fight, man, you know, because clearly David was injured. And clearly Bellew was outboxing him in stage, obviously with the edge and speed. So I don't know, I think, you know, David still carries power, and if he lands he can still cause a massive upset. You know, it wouldn't be a massive upset because David's still going to be a favourite going into this fight, you know. But as you could see, his Achilles snapped, but Bellew was also moving him around and walking around the ring, so it wasn't like he just snapped out of nowhere, so we're going to wait and see.
Anthony Joshua fights at the end of October. He's fighting Kubrat Pulev. Now, what can you tell our viewers about that fight? I mean, do you expect him to come through the Pulev fight quite comfortably?
It'll be the same like Dominic Brazil, same like Eric Molina, same sort of fight. Pulev is too upright and too stiff. He get hit with right hands all night, you know, and then Vladimir's laid the blueprint out to beat Pulev, the left hook. You know, they'll watch that fight, they'll do the same thing to him. Left hook, right hand, Pulev will get knocked out inside 4-5 rounds. So Pulev's a good fighter, a good boxer, but he's not powerful enough or brave enough. Not brave enough is not the wrong word. He hasn't got enough aggression, you know. But his boxing intelligence is good, and he's not strong enough. It's as simple as that. What's he got? 10 knockouts in normal fights?
Yeah, he's got, I think he's 25
he
wins,
boxed
12
Kevin
KOs.
Johnson, couldn't stop him. He boxed Samuel Peter, couldn't stop him. You know, he just boxed, and these guys are a million years old and they ain't got no ambition.
mean, you're not able to really get, at the minute, the big fights that you're after. I mean, a lot of people would like to see you rematch Derek Chisora. Is that a fight you're interested in?
That's a fight. I tried to make that fight last July and last June. I tried to make the fight, but what a lot of people are doing, obviously Chisora boxed me, he had eye damage, so he needed surgery. So that's like, you know, it's after the fight, he did no interview for about 2 months. He had to go and buy surgery and his eyes started. So every time you see him, he's in these massive shades because he got hurt in that fight. So he wasn't available for the rematch. I suggested make the rematch, make it happen, but like fighters do, they talk and say, yeah, I want the rematch, I want this, I want that, but they don't really want it, you know. But the rematch could happen next year. You know, I'm ready. I'm ready to fight anyone of these guys. You know, I'm not scared to fight. I'm not ready to fight, man. This is the term that's just going to be right. I've been on every side of boxing. Good, bad, up, down, lay off, come back, loss, come back. I believe my apprenticeship is done now. So
you feel like you're like a seasoned professional now.
Yeah, I need to get paid and looked after appropriately. You know, I've got a worth, I've got a value, and I'm not gonna go out and line promoter's pocket if my pocket's not been lined. Don't get me wrong, I'm a good honest guy. I will leave a bit of fat on the table for everyone, but I gotta take most of the meat because I'm the one that's getting bashed in the dome.
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, you're the fighters are the ones who ultimately take the risk, of course. Is it frustrating for you, Dill?
It's not frustrating. It's business, and you know. Over the last few years, I've become a decent little businessman. So I understand. I've learned a lot from people around me, who's more older than me, more successful than me. I learn a lot, and they continue to guide me until today. And I realize that a lot of this is business. It's not personal. It's not personal. So it does frustrate you to a certain degree, but I don't make it controllable because otherwise, I'm free from the fight. There's no opponent. I wouldn't be training as hard as you can see today. I was putting the rounds in. I would have been like, oh yeah. Forget it, man, they ain't got no opponent, and they get an opponent by the end of this week over that shit. I got 2 weeks to train, but as a pro, you gotta sort of maintain and just still keep it going, so it's difficult, but I try and stay motivated.
Okay, and just finally, Jarrell Miller.
Jarrell Miller sucks.
Jarrell Miller has been very vocal as well. He's talking about wanting to get in the ring with you. I mean, what message have you got for Jarrell Miller? I mean, is that a fight that you're looking for? Or is it a fight that you don't particularly want? Does he deserve it? I mean, what have you got for Big Baby?
I got the milk. I got the milk. If the baby want it, if he comes, daddy will feed him. Simple as that. You know, I got milk. I got gallons of it. If you want it, you can have it, you know. I got gallons of it. You can have full fat, semi-skin, skin. You can have condensed milk, powdered milk, long life milk. What kind of milk does he want? Does he want SMA Gold? What kind of milk does he want? You know.
The milk and honey is here.
Yeah, the milk and honey is here.
The milk and honey is here. Because I think he's talking about, come over to America and stuff, but to me that doesn't make much sense because, the British heavyweight scene is thriving at the minute. You do big numbers here.
Jarrell Miller can't sell this gym out of me and him for in America, you know. But if me and him fight in South London, anywhere in London, in the UK, England or Ireland, even Jamaica, we fought in Jamaica, I will sell out the venue, you know.
Okay, and just finally, Dillian, because I know you're in demand and I know you got to go sort out your car. You came into boxing, man. A lot of people, particularly the casual audience, the first exposure that they had to really was, the Joshua fight, and you came in as this kind of the bad guy. Obviously Joshua comes in as the media darling, the Olympic gold medalist, and the bad guy. Now we're a bit further along from that, and you've become this sort of cult figure, man. You've become you're a really well-liked guy in boxing now, I think. Why do you think that is, and how does that make you feel?
Because I'm real. I just be myself. I'm not manufactured. I'm real. People can relate to realness. People respect that fake persona and that good guy, whatever. But real people can relate to realness. I'm a real guy. I don't pretend to be something I'm not. I'm not ignorant. I give my time to the fans, and I understand that without the fans in boxing, you could never be truly legendary or a good fighter. That's my whole good way. If you haven't got support and fans, you can never bring above that tier, And I connect with the fans. I'm grateful for the fans. I support them. I give my time to them. Like I said, I finished training. I'm about to get a ticket in my car, but I'm still sitting down there giving my time to you because you guys, you guys are just as important as the fights. So, and obviously the fans. like keeping up to date and seeing what we're doing on a day-to-day basis. So it's good that the fans can feel close to you and feel like they can relate to you. So, you know, I understand my duty as well as a fighter, as well as to give back to the public, you know. So that's all. I'm just a simple, humble merchant, that's all.
But you can fight.
Yeah, you know, if you pay me enough money, I'll beat anyone's ass.
Okay, well, Dillian Whyte, as always, it's a pleasure catching up with you. Thank you very much for speaking to Behind the Gloves. If you do get a ticket on your car, please do not send it to me because I don't have any money. Maybe you can send it to Mr. Hearn.
I'll just rub your camera and say that.
Hi fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps, and if you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking right here.